the book of Job, chapter 10, verse 1. My soul is weary of my life. I will leave my complaint upon myself. I will speak in the bitterness of my soul. Okay, first and foremost, I'd like to give infinite honors and prayers to Yahawah, Bahashim, Yahawashi, Bahashim, Wakahakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And salutation to the album that's pushing the truth and sincerity. And Lord willing, this video be edifying first and foremost to the whole free elect, then to those that cleave to the body. I want to get in a lesson today centered around intercession. You know, because our spirits is crying. Alright, and that what links us back to the Father, to let him know the great deal of sorrow we have in our heart, and that the afflictions are being acknowledged on our behalf, man. You know, but the men of the Lord cry different, alright? And technically, the men of the Lord are crybabies. When you look up crybaby in the online etymology, they tell you ones who cares too easily or too much. So, because we care about our current situation, alright? We care about the law. Okay, we care about righteousness. It causes us to cry in our spirit, man. Okay? It causes us to cry spiritually, because men of the Lord physically cry too. Like, you know, people forget we human. No? Well, we regular. Alright? We're regular people. Now, because a man look at the greatness of himself through his spirit and always looking at his spirit. Alright, but hey, at the end of the day, you know, you still a regular man. You know? And inwardly, you can be affected. Now, most men rely on their spirit to do all things, and your spirit is an instrument of distribution to pretty much everything in your body. So it's not going along with thinking, it's keeping your body alive. It's just the engine that runs you, man. Okay, so that which runs us, we want it to be ran the proper way. Okay? Because even from the afflictions of our body, our spirits, you know, our spirits pretty much get the after effect of that, man. So sometimes you'll be tired and your body ain't even tired, man. That's a mental tiredness and vexation, alright, that plague us every day, you know. And that's what makes us crybabies, man. We care too easily, alright, when it concerns righteousness and our Heavenly Father and what is required in his will, and we do it too much, meaning what? We're quite frequent with it. Alright? We always abiding in the thing that is set before us, which is this work. Okay, so that's why Job said he was speaking the bitterness of his soul. Alright? Now, your soul's supposed to be perfect. Alright? NLT, I am disgusted with my life. Well, when we mean by we disgusted with this life, we love to do the works of the Lord. Alright? And after that, you know, everything else just disgusts us. Everything we look at, we come in common with. We come in contact with, you know, everything we eat. Everything, man. Alright? It's all disgusting. And when something is disgusting, it's no longer disguised as a write-off or where you can just write it off. Alright? It plagues your attention span now, man. Alright? Which when you have a heaviness of mind, it affects and plagues your spirit. And that's why when these things come to mind, like, you know, when certain things come to mind, when you plague, alright, it make you be off, it have you in the off spirit, man. You know? And that's why you gotta hurry up and cry to the Heavenly Father and then dismiss it. Okay? The men of the Lord cry briefly too. Okay? We don't get in that, because we understand that we did this on ourselves. We bought this on ourselves. So we can only complain to ourselves and to the Heavenly Father. All right? And Yahawashi, which make it intercession. Because even when we don't pray, all right, some things we say our mind wants to utter it. All right? This is Romans 8. And 26, it says, likewise, the Spirit also helping our infirmities. All right? Those things we bicker with, all right, that goes back and forth, that actually pins down the spirit. Because when we get too much in the wars, me spirit, it pins our spirit down to where it can't think clearly. All right? It can't operate and function the way it needs to function. All right? And that's why the Spirit, through Yahawashi, help our infirmities so we can continue to do the work. All right? Because we afflicted all day, every day, body around us, everywhere. If the Spirit don't help us, all right? If the Spirit don't help our infirmities, then we won't be able to do the work. So that's why the Lord left that mediation or that intercession, all right, to what? Basically have us continuing to work. Or we wouldn't be able to, all right? Because our minds would be too heavy. Intercession, the act of interceding, intercessory prayer, a pleading on behalf of oneself or another, which we do, all right, that we even pray that that our brothers that have the same, that's going through the same things, that the Lord help them also, all right? So that's a double cry to the Lord. For every man that prayed, then he's praying for the what? The 144,000 other men that's praying for each other. All right? That prayer makes a perfect 360-degree circle. All right? So that the judgment in which the Lord answered that, he answered unlike unto a ring, meaning what? Unto them all. All right? He answered that unto them all. So this 1 Peter 5 and 9, whom resisted steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world. So your brother's crying too. All right? So what coming between our feelings, all right, and our emotion, the way we emotionally release our feelings, what comes between that is Yahawashi. You see? Now, when we get back to the Romans 8:26, likewise the Spirit also helping our infirmity. All right, so we helped. We always got hope. Helping to take hold with another, to cooperate, assist, all right? What that sound like? Our Sakura, all right? To help be a partake of the benefits of the services rendered, okay, embrace. Or support, or Sakura, all right? So we have means of support through the Heavenly Father by our cry. And every time we cry, that's special unto the Lord, because I'm pretty sure that intercession is made, all right? Whether it be in heaven or in earth. It says, but the Spirit, it says, for we know what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit itself making intercession for our groanings, which cannot be uttered. So the things we think about in silence through our spirit, all right? the Lord allowed Yahawashi to soothe us. The Lord give Yahawashi the authority to keep us grounded, okay? To keep us grounded. So, and he that searcheth the hearts knoweth what is the mind of the spirit. Our spirits have been quickened. All right. So now our these words help our flesh, well, it help our spirit. All right, that we may not perish or be fall victim to our flesh in such a way. It says, because he make an intercession for the saints according to the will of thy power. All right. For in the Lord will to cry, and is in the Lord power, and the Lord will for Yahawashi to be a mediator. So everything was set up. As our tears roll, Yahawashi catch them. All right. And the Lord draw them up. In that order. All right. Whether it be physically or spiritually. As our tears roll, Yahawashi catch them. And Yahawah dry them up. You see? You see that? This is 1 Timothy. I ain't gonna be long. We gotta do these, all right? For there is 1, 2 and 5. For there is one power and one mediator between God and men. That's the support between God and men. All right? The man, the Mashiach Yahawashi. All right? Who gave himself a ransom for all to be testified in due time. All right? So, what he did allow us to cry out and hope out. Okay? A ransom is something that is given in exchange for another as a price for his redemption, man. All right? Price which he paid. All right? This is I think it's Proverbs. Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crime. See, even though the Lord chastened us as being a spiritual father or a spiritual parent, all right, his soul don't spare for our crime, because he actually wants us to cry. So he can do that order, so there can be a mediation, man. Or one would call godly sorrow. You feel me? It says, no, that's pretty much the point. All right, I'll get out of here with the second Esdras. I mean, you gotta know I'm gonna go get that. All right, second Esdras 4. I ain't even intent for it to be long, just to the point. No, yeah. Too long, I'm gonna get out there. Second Esdras 4 and 35. Did not the souls also of the righteous ask questions of these things in their chamber, saying, how long shall I hope on this fashion? So the angels in heaven is crying, and they're in their celestial bodies. All right? And you got the earthly and the heavenly angels are both crying to the Lord. Which the Lord knew that his creation would do that, so he can have pity. All right? The Lord is making us cry so he can have pity on us, man. That's cold-blooded. And the Lord is also in that equation showing us his mercy he got for us, man. Man, that's cold to me, man. Call like him like Yahawashi for that. It says, how long shall I hope on this fashion? When cometh the fruit of the floor of our reward? So that's going to be a direct line of complaining. All right? Because we know there's that we know as much fruit or abundance, eternal fruit of the floor of our reward, man. All right? So when we get down to the bottom of all this, there's a reward. Okay? When the smoke clear and the dust settle, the Lord got something for us special, man. So our complaint could never triumph our reward. It says, and unto these things Uriel, the archangel, gave them answer. It said, even when the number of seeds is filled in you, for he had weighed the world in a balance. And we in the world. So we in those scales, man. All right? We in those balances and scales of oppression by Esau, Edom, affliction by our Heavenly Father. But all things is done through him and by him and for him. All right? So it's all good. We don't got to cry much longer, according to 2 Ezra 15:8. I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. That's the white man wickedness who is oppressing us with a rod of iron, man, with an ironclad fist, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cried unto me, and the souls of the just complained continually. And when Job complained, he complained in the bitterness of his soul, but he was of the just and the righteous. Right? It says, and therefore said Yahawah, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. So Adawan Rakazada was edifying, man. Till next time we see Shalom.